now it's working. Sorry. For some reason, there was something weird. Okay, so do you
Okay.
have questions for me?
How?
Do you have questions for me?
Just to know a little bit more about you. Cory told me. I don't know how much she told you about me, but about you, she told me a little bit. Just I
What
have a
did she say?
friend,
So
and
I can fill the gap.
I have a friend that likes to be no likes to be no is like a leader that is moving around the world, and she likes to connect people and to meet people like you, and that's all. That's all
So I
what
think
I
she said
heard.
pretty much everything. Okay, so professionally, I start as a lawyer. Okay, so I
Okay.
was a lawyer, and I've been a lawyer for 13-ish years. And then I became I was working as a vice president, legal advisor, and then vice president, and then president of a company that is in the healthcare sector. I
Okay.
finished that part of my life, and at the same time, I started my own school for kids.
Okay.
I was a politician in my town. I
Wow.
was the president of the city council. And then at the same time, I was working with Lehigh University in the United States.
Okay.
And I started in 2008. I went as Cory did. So I was a student.
Okay.
But in 2009, they hired me to be one of the leadership developers. So I
Mm.
was helping students like Cory to achieve their goals through the program. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
and I started to work with them, and then when you, I don't know if maybe you know it, but I'm just telling you, when you finish a university in the United States, you automatically are part of an association, the Alumni Association. Do you know that?
Okay. Now,
Yeah, so you automatically become member of an alumni association. This is very powerful. This organization in the United States is very powerful because brings together, connects all the people that belong to the same organization, so they feel connected. So if you look
okay.
for business, if you look for jobs, if you look for whatever you have in mind, because you are uh, belonging to the same organization, this gives you a referral, immediate referral. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So the Global Village, the program that we did, has as well an alumni association, and I became the president of this association because I always start from the bottom and then I climb the ladder.
Yes.
And that's why I connected to all these students. I went for engagement around the globe, and that's what she was telling you. And
Okay.
now I'm doing this project because I've been part of the Lehigh University and this program for so long. I've seen what it doesn't work well. Let's put it in this way.
Mm-hmm.
And so now
Okay.
I thought about a different leadership school. And my aim, the aim of those interviews that we are going to do in a bit, uh,
Uh-huh.
is to show to the world that there are leaders around us, that the leaders are not the ones that are in the parliament or
In the
managers
magazine.
on a magazines or on that lead companies. Those people can be leaders as well, but we are surrounded by leaders that are silently acting as a leader, not needing to have a badge or to have a pedestal, but being
Yes.
leaders because they are. And so that's why you're here. Cory thinks that you are one of those.
uh, so kind. So kind. Yes. Yes. I also believe that. But you tell me, how do you want to start? And
Okay, so we start. I will. So one thing, your hands, if you can control the hands, because usually it's something natural, automatically the hands are moving. So what I'm going to do
okay.
is that I stop my hands, because otherwise they go on the face. But another thing, I'm going to edit this video. So
Okay.
if I'm not interrupting you. So I ask you a
Okay.
question, and then this means that you have to keep in mind that I have to ask you questions. So
Sure.
be long as much as you want, but then at some point, if it's too long, I will stop you. That's the only time
Okay.
when I'm going to interrupt you.
Sure.
We
Sure.
start asking, I will ask you your name, surname, and where you are from, because we are putting a map on top of your head.
Okay.
And what do you do for a living? So you can tell me right away, or you can just wait for my question. It's up to you. And
Okay.
then from there, it depends on what you answer, and it will be a journey.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. I'm ready.
Welcome, everybody. We are here today with another special guest. And as always, I want to introduce her and I let her introduce herself. So please tell us your name, surname, and where you're from.
Hello, Irene. My name is Fatima Castelan. I'm from Mexico City. Now I live in Italy, about 1.5 years. I moved here because of my husband's job. I studied international business, and I am the founder now of a project that is running, that is going to be on the market, if I can call you like, if I can say like that. The name is Talentosa Expatriadas, and this organization was founded last year. No, last year was 2020. In 2019 in Sao Paulo city, because I was living there until the last year. I lived in Sao Paulo by 4.5 years, also because of my husband's job. And so I created this idea many years ago when I arrived at Sao Paulo, and my organization aimed to promote the business profiles, entrepreneur women, and their development, professional development, living abroad. Most of us, women like me, that move from our original places, do not have the same opportunities, or the, I don't know how to say, the power to confront the problems that arrive when you change everything. You change culture, you change language, you change all of this. And most of these women have been stopping their professional careers, or not going a little bit more because of these troubles, and because there is no one, there is no organization that can understand from the beginning what they are going through this process, since you are arriving, adapting, processing all the information through the time you are ready to develop your career again. It could be your original career, or it could be another one, because not all the countries are, some careers are not available to continue in other countries because of legislation and so on.
I have a question. I want to
Yes,
bring you, I want to take you back to the beginning.
sure.
Can you tell us the time? So how did you think about it? What happened that made you think about this idea?
Yes, I arrived in Sao Paulo in 2015, just because of my husband's job. I used to work in my familiar company.
Mhm.
It's my dad's company about jewelry. We fabric, we manufacture jewelry, and I always did this commercial part, public relations part, commercial partnerships, creating partnerships, etc. When I arrived at Sao Paulo, I realized that I don't have a job anymore. I continued helping my parents from the distance, but there was not the same for me, and I have this need, this necessity to continue my professional development. I didn't want to stop my to be to be productive. And I'm so sorry, because now that I am using Italiano, Portuguese, English, my words are
So
like this. But
don't worry. You can just correct yourself, and I will just cut it and put it if you wanna, because it
okay,
doesn't matter. This is not an English lesson. This is
sí,
talking about you. So
yes,
whatever it is, and but I will put together. You just say the word correctly. That, and I will, if you
okay,
wanna correct yourself, and then I will put together correctly.
okay,
Go ahead.
perfect. So
I'm very interested about your experience, because I think that when you put your heart into a story and you tell your story, that I already think that the idea is amazing, and I'm already thinking how we can help each other, and I can be supportive
sure,
of your idea.
sure,
And so
sure.
please go ahead. So you got to Sao Paulo.
So yes. So in Brazil, the culture, the jewelry culture is higher than in Mexico.
But we have a
Uh,
problem with the connection, because you froze, and
Now it's
maybe
okay.
is your phone connected to the Wi-Fi, or and maybe
Mm,
you're receiving, sometimes when you receive messages and phone calls, mine is disconnected.
Tell me if it. Tell me if now is better.
Yes.
Now it's better.
Yeah. Yeah. But then you have to just
Okay.
one sec. Lodo, ti devo dire dopo quello che è, perché
Excellent.
sto registrando una cosa. Ti chiamo dopo. Yes, please go ahead.
So the jewelry culture in Brazil is was in that time, and now is a little bit better or advanced than in Mexico. So I realized that as I am not, as I wasn't a designer, I I didn't have pieces to bring from Mexico to Brazil, right? I didn't have a collection because we were manufacturers. So what I did is I did first of all I did a course about
No, you froze.
luxury companies management. Really.
Let me see if it's me. No, because the
I saw
house
you.
is empty,
I
so nobody's in the house, and I don't.
I can see you perfectly. to, let me change the, is it better now?
Now it's okay.
Okay. So my work in the jewelry, I thought that it was finished by that time because I don't have many things to do. Import any to Brazil is expensive. Then I searched for a entrepreneur visa, and it was also very, very expensive. I didn't know more about the market. I was recently arrived, so I decided not to take it. So what I did is affiliated to the Mexican Chamber in Brazil to look to searching for opportunities, right? I don't know, maybe being collaborative with any economic interest, just to be collaborative. And maybe 6 months later, they asked me to join the executive director chair. Was created for me because the chair doesn't exist. It was the structure is very, very small. There was only a president and vice president and only men. So they asked me to join them. I accepted, obviously, and as my journey in the camera was transcurriendo, passing, I realized that there were many opportunities that the women like me were losing because they were not in contact with these opportunities. No. For example, an institution asks the camera to I need a success case for talk in a conference about this success in that industry, I don't know, in construction industry in Brazil. And I knew in that time a person that was in the construction industry. So I connected them, and in this case was a man. He was very, very happy to be connected, to be now, because the presentation was in Mexico, right? So things like this. Then another time they asked me about agrobusiness, women in agrobusiness. So I connected 3 women from different nationalities to this forum. So I realized that maybe not all the women are like me that move and touch the door to be open and until it be open, right? So I beginning to make interviews, informal interviews with many women about how do they feel, how do they expect in this new life, this new country, and the responses almost were the same. And I understood that this sensation that I lived, that is a process in which you feel like a kind of frustration a period of time that you feel like a kind of frustration because you don't have the resources, the tools, the information to continue. It's the same sensation that all of these women were passing through. So I proposed to the Mexican camera to do something for these women, and they accepted. I created the name, but as the resources of the camera were very, very low, they told me, we don't have resources for this project. You can do it by your own, and it's yours, but we can support you. So I did my first event, and it was wonderful because I present a success case from a Mexican woman, actually a Mexican woman, that also arrived in Brazil because of her husband's job. And now she has been so successful. So to this event were maybe 30 companies, 30 different companies, and including the Mexican consulate, Brazil, an institution that the name was Pro Mexico, that helped to promote the commerce between the countries.
I want to ask you more questions, but for those talks, I keep 1 hour, and I have another interview at 11. So I want to get to the point where I have enough material to combine the interview. So I understand your journey, and so you started from your personal experience.
Yes.
So how many members you have now?
It's not like a members, but I created a group. We are now about 80 women. Now just in Brazil, 80, yes, 80. It's a informal WhatsApp, but in this WhatsApp, we combine experiences and tips, and obviously personal and business tips to move around in this world of Brazil. They are from 14 different nationalities. But the most important for me is that after all of this time, I created an Instagram because it's necessary. It appears to be necessary. And I created this Instagram. I have so few followers, but because of the concept, now all of these followers are following us from now are 38 different countries.
Yes. How many followers you have, you said?
550, 570 people.
So 500, not 1,000, 500.
No, 100. Yes.
But I mean, I honestly don't think that it's more the quality than the quantity.
I know.
Yeah. Yes, so yes, I'm also not interested in followers, and I'm more interested in, if you are watching this interview, then if it will impact you, then I achieved my goal. It's not reaching as many people as possible, but reaching the right people, right people.
Exactly.
I really like I really like, you were saying, and now?
Now I am obviously Talentosas Expatriadas is not a WhatsApp, it's not an Instagram. We are creating. We were we are being ready by April of this year, a platform that will connect job opportunities, professional development, and information and tools for their or their life, their common life, living in different countries.
I'm member. I've been member of many networks, and one of those was only for women. To be honest, I didn't like it very much, but and this is going to be cut for of course. Now, so I have experience of many networks, and the one that I member now is the name is BNI. And so I will set up, if you have time, we will have another talk about this, because I think that
Sure.
it's an environment where you can actually grow your group and make it more profitable in terms of production for
Yes,
all
yes,
of
sure.
them. So we will have another talk about this, because I'm sure that it will be very beneficial. So how
Perfect.
do you, when did you arrive in Italy, you said?
July 2020.
Oh, so you just arrived in the middle of the pandemic.
2020, no, 2019. Excuse me, because
19? No,
yeah,
no, no.
yes.
I understand, because the 2020 is like never happened. I agree. I totally agree with you.
Yes, yes.
So
July 2019. Yes.
so you had
Yes.
the opportunity to see Italy in the best way how it could be. How did you face the
Yes.
change here in Italy?
Oof. It was it was a big challenge because I studied Italian. I studied Italian when I was 21 years old. But it's not the same to study that to live.
Yeah.
So my Italian seems to be blocked at that time when I arrived. I in spite, I always said that I will live in Italy someday, and I was looking my dream come true. I didn't want to come because I was doing so many things in Brazil. So yes, we both decided. We both, my husband and me. Uh, but it was a cultural shock. Let me tell you. Uh, I won't say if there is something wrong or something good with any culture, because it's about understanding the roots to 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 have an empathy with each culture. But it was for me a little bit frustrating. I had created an event to promote the commercial networking through Mexico and Brazil. Uh, the name was Expo México no Brasil in Portuguese. Expo México no Brasil. And this event was being realized in September 28th of 2019. I arrived here in Italy in July, so I had to return to Brazil in September to uh,
Manage the event.
to manage the event. Uh, the organization was really hard, really hard. But finally, I guess that it was a success. It was real. In reality, it was the presentation of this brand that I tried to be alive, to have a life in spite of all of this. maybe in 2022, I don't know. But yes, it was a challenge being here.
So you talk about talents in your association. So what is leadership for you?
What is leadership? It has many characteristics, but first of all, it's a person that guides in the best sense, because I truly believe that there are persons that guide in a bad sense, or just for personal uh, objectives. It's a person that guides in a best sense, a person that uh, takes to you to be in the best potential that you can have, a person that um, change realities. That's all. These three things, I believe that involve so many things to be
All the yeah
realized.
together. These series of talks are about leadership and change, because it's the foundation of this academy that I'm going to start in September 2021, if everything goes as it is planned. And so we talk about change, we talk about leadership, and it's obvious that for you networking is a key, because you are a
Sure.
networker. And how do you manage networking? I mean, practically, what do you do to connect people and to bring them together?
First of all, I have to be in my own lines of values. Values are the base. I can't name myself as a leader or as anything if I don't follow these guidelines of my own values in the other social areas, business areas, etc. So I guess that to be congruent is the base of connect in your networks, in your different networks. So for me, these values, the response is this. The values are the base, first of all. And my values are respect, education, professionalism, and humanism.
I love it. So I know we definitely have to have a talk. And I agree with you, of course. And the end of my interview usually is the last question is about change. But as you said, the change is a growth. It's my growth, but also the growth that I can impact. So a
Yes.
change that I can bring into other people's lives. And it's practically what you do. My last question is about a dream. A dream with a deadline, because I think that everybody has an idea that would like to realize, but it's blocked by something inside. But if you put a deadline on your dream, then it becomes a project, something realizable, doable. So do you have a dream with a deadline?
Sure.
I
Actually,
love it.
I have I had one that I already realized. I'm going to tell you, and this one is the next is going to be realized now in April.
Tell
The
me
dream.
more.
So my first dream that I already realized it was that I wanted always to change the law in Mexico about the unique law that is about jewelry. Why? Because I was born in the jewelry industry. I'm the third generation of jewelers, of Mexican jewelers. So I wanted to change this law to take care of the customer, to the final customer, and to put the responsibility in the not only in the manufacturer but in the stores, in any person that trade with jewelry, do the correct disclosure for yes, for the benefit not only for the customer but also for the industry, because Mexican jewelry is not in the international sphere of the jewelry, and that is not because of the lack of design, the lack of good design. Is because of the lack of good regulations. So I started to study it and to do benchmarking for this dream in 2010, and I realized this dream.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And in 2018.
Tell me the other one, because we have 9 minutes.
Okay, and the other one is this, that the women that change their life to another country have to have the opportunity to develop, to have the personal development and to have professional development, and to continue their professional careers and to continue to do or to have a social and an economic impact in the region that they change. Doesn't matter which region is. Now there is a lack of tools, information, and opportunities, and I want to bring them this in the same platform, and it's a choose. It's not like life is like this and I can't do anymore because I don't have information. No, now with Talentosas Expatriadas, you will have the choose to continue, because all the information and all that you will need to develop your career being abroad will be there. So this is my second dream. The slogan of Talentosas Expatriadas is transforming the role of women abroad. That is my second dream.
And I think it's amazing. I really thank you for sharing this. And
thank you.
As I said, I really want to continue this conversation, because I think that as a woman and a woman in business, I think I understand your point, and I understand what you mean when you move to another country and you feel lost. And instead, if you have support and if you have somebody that was in your same shoes, that can tell you, don't go that way, go that way, it's going to be better.
Exactly.
So thank you very much for sharing this, and thank you for your time and for being part of this project.
Thank you, Rene. Thank you, Rene. It's a pleasure to be here and to share my experience.
Okay, so now the interview is done and I stop recording.